Hi. Oh, these things. Well, it's about 7:30 here in Florida, 7:30 in the morning, and I'm rather awake, but I'm doing much better than my previous video. Um, my doctor was contacted and getting me on Dilaudid and switching back and forth between Dilaudid and Oxy, so every 2 hours I get the opposite drug, if that makes sense. And that stopped it in its tracks, brought the pain down, and I haven't had any issues since. So if you have a doctor if you're going through this and you have a doctor who's like, oh, you can just have the surgery and go home same day kind of thing, I would highly suggest no. Which is something that I've heard from other amputees before I had my surgery as well. It's just not worth it to try and manage that kind of shocking pain at home the first night. So, if you can get them to have you stay at least one night in the hospital, it's worth it. And yes, I'm by myself, but I don't know what I would have done if we were home and trying to deal with that. So I am very thankful that I'm here. So, because IV drugs are the best. Sorry, they just are. At just stopping the pain and calming your body. You know, calm patient is a better recovery patient. You're gonna recover better. It's just a thing. So, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like I'll probably be able to go home today. And no side effects from my thyroid medication. Or calcium levels. That was an issue that I had before, is that my calcium levels would get depleted after surgery for some reason, after I had my thyroid removed. So I'm doing okay. Drainage isn't bad. My leg, it's actually empty. You can kind of see it. This is supposed to fill up if it's a lot of drainage, but it's barely in the tube. So, which is a good thing. It's a good sign because it's a vacuum one, so it's anything that's in there, it just sucks it out, and there's not much in there. So, doing pretty good. I have had some phantom sensations. Not pain necessarily. I did start to kind of get some phantom pain, just a little. It felt kind of like my big toe was hot. And so I had my ice packs, and I moved my ice packs down. Let me show you here. Right there. So, yeah, down to the edge, and that seemed to help quite a lot. But yeah, I'm just going with the flow. Mostly the phantom sensations is it feels like it's tingly, feels like it's gone numb, falling asleep, which is weird. And so sometimes it gets like irritated. I don't know if you've had your feet or your hand fall asleep, and it gets to the point where you're like, I gotta shake it, I gotta move it, that kind of thing. That's kind of what it's at. So I've been trying to, the mirror technique. I don't have a mirror, but I've been putting my other foot in front of my stump and kind of wiggling it. And weirdly enough, that kind of helps. So, I don't know. This is all new to me. I'm just going off of, other anecdotal evidence from other amputees in my amputee group and the Amputee Coalition, and just finding what works for me. It's very strange that, I've been preparing for this for years, and it just feels surreal that it's here, and it's hard for me to kind of wrap my head around of like, I don't have a foot. Like, I had a lot of, moments of being scared beforehand, and am I doing the right thing? Am I, am I gonna just make it worse? And all of those things, all the unknown. And my best friend, I love her, Liz. She says, I was telling her that one day a few months ago, and she's like, well, yeah, honey, you can always find a reason not to cut your leg off. I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. I think so, but that's the kind of energy you need in your life. It was just like, yeah, it's scary as shit. So, and it's okay to be scared. But if this is something that I wanted, something that I was going to do, I was going to be scared, but I was going to do it anyway. So, and here we are, and I know I'll have bad days, but I'm going to focus on the good, give myself grace when I need it, and push forward. As Amy Purdy says, bounce. I think it's bounce forward, leap forward. I can't remember how she says it, but she's awesome. So also been a big inspiration for me of how to deal with the bad days, how to deal with the pain, and how to find the good. So hope everyone's good. I don't even know if anybody's watching these, but I hope it reaches someone who needs to hear it. Bye guys, I'll update you soon.